In our last episode, we removed the headliner on a Mazda RX-3. Today, we're going to cut the new pieces for the ceiling underlay. So go brew yourself a cup of joe or pop open a cold one and let's talk shop. Got jute. It's also called underlay. This is going on my ceiling, hidden by the headliner. Here's the old stuff here, came out of the car. This is the same stuff that goes on the floor pan. A guy at the shop barely gave me enough. I'll make it work. It's enough, and the guy's local, so if I need more, piece of cake. And it's cheap. It's pretty thick stuff. It's 3/8 inch. Brand new pair of shears wouldn't cut it, so I've got my tin snips here. And my tin snips are dulling. Quick story. I've had these tin snips since like '83, and at the time I had just gotten those Hayashi racing wheels, 13x7s. I had these big fat BF Goodrich TA radials on there, were rubbing on the fenders, so I bought these tin snips specifically to snip my fenders so that the BF Goodrich TA radials wouldn't rub on my fenders every time I took a sharp turn. Notch. The notch is for the dome light and not for the fastened seat belt light up front. And we'll make a nice edge over here. Let's get the gummy stuff off the ceiling here. We'll get that ready for its underlay. I've been thinking about what to do for this. It's gummy, so I'm thinking acetone would be good. My garage is well ventilated, so that's a safe thing to use with good ventilation. That came off pretty easy. I like that. The old acetone. Evaporates quick, removes gummy stuff. I like it. Elbow grease required. I wonder if a scraper would be good. I'm gonna try it. Not doing jack. So the acetone's better than the scraper. Hands down. Hands motherfucking down. What's important is that this is ready to accept a new layer of jute and the adhesion promoter for the jute. It's looking pretty good. It's not spotless, but all I need is for glue to stick to it. And I think we're there. 3M high strength spray adhesive. Gonna use that. And I've got a very well ventilated garage. Both doors are wide open and there's a nice breeze. Otherwise, I'd be wearing a mask. But we're good. I think I want to apply the adhesive to the underlay and then stick it up. Or do I want to apply it to the ceiling and then stick the underlay to the ceiling? What do you think about that, guys? I'm gonna go straight to the ceiling. Now the way this stuff sprays out of the 3M container, it's a straight line and it's about 6 centimeters, so I can fan it. I would really like to put sound deadener up here, like I've got in the boot, and I'm going to have on the floor pan. It's heavy stuff. I'm sure it would stick for a while, but after like a year or maybe 2 of being heavy and in a hot vehicle, you know, the heavy sound deadener would start peeling off. And then it would be hanging into my already 40-year-old headliner, which is starting to become brittle. So, as much as I want to put sound deadener up here, I'm not. I'm just going with typical underlay, regular jute. Got jute. The notch is for the dome light and not for the fastened seatbelt light up front. So that's good to know. Alright, let's see how that goes. This one leaves a lot of space on the driver's side of the vehicle, on the left side. If I flip it and do it this way, it leaves a lot of space on the right side of the vehicle. So I don't think it really matters. And the space is not a bad thing because the rails need to be able to tuck into little retainers on both sides. So having about an inch or two of space between the jute and the edge of the ceiling is okay. Reviewing my video, the notch goes at the dome light, and there was actually a small gap at the front where the fastened seatbelt light was. So that's how we'll place it. Now the question is, do I want to go left to right? Do I want to go front to back or back to front? Now going back to front will allow me to lay the notch in the right spot and then spread it out across. Okay. I've still got a lot of ventilation in my garage. Nice breezy day. Both doors are open. And I am being careful not to get my hair on this stuff. That'd be pretty funny. Okay, let's start right here. There we go. There we go. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Excellent. So there we have new jute on the ceiling. Okay, so with those on, next up will be the foam piece that goes on the sides here. I've got the foam laid out here for the rear quarter side pieces. So I have a 4 foot by 1.5, 2 foot section here. I'm going to cut each thing out of. So the dimension on these foam side, headliner sides, 1/4 inch. The left and right pieces, they are identical. If I lay them on top of each other, they have little notches for things like trim pieces where a screw would be. There's a little notch here for something. And this one here that's kind of dilapidated, I'm not going to use as a template. Obviously, it's got too many missing pieces. What I'll do is make 2 of these. And that'll be as simple as that.
My name is Volatile. I've been this way a long while. I'd surely like to rest, but the energy gets the best of me, and it's been a wild ride. I wouldn't change a minute. I can't slow down inside. Guess that's why I love it. Watch it come. It's a mischief, followed by weeks of thrill. I land on Earth's hot face, no legs could keep that pace, and through the rest I sail.
The way it goes on is so that this little notch here allows for that that's not threaded, so I don't know what goes there. Probably a plastic divot type thing. And this notch goes there. This flat allows for this screw hole here. That's how it goes. Yeah, my daughter's coming by. Awesome. She's a badass mofo. So I don't want to get this spray adhesive all over the freaking place. It was a little different putting it on the ceiling because I needed to cover the whole space. Now I only want it on the fabric. I'm going to spray directly on the fabric. Is it fabric? Okay, this is a key spot, so I'm going to put this up first. Maybe. Okay, that might work, huh? Okay, next piece. All right, let's get the other side on. Now this one's a mirror image, so it's gonna go this way. Start at the notch. And then go back. Looks a little cattywampus here, but I'll fix it up. There we go. There we go. And there is a very brittle piece here I haven't even removed yet. This is going to crumble into pieces when I pull it off. So the rear rail had foam. No foam down the center rail where the dome light is. This is foam here. That's going to just disintegrate. And let's get it going. So we've changed garages over the years. This is the first thing filmed in this latest garage as of January 2019. That's how new this garage is. I can tell you, it's too small. Definitely missing the Santa Maria garage. That one had space. There we go. So a quick word about all those names you saw in the beginning of this episode. Those are all people who have supported us as of recent. And that could mean, you know, financial support via Patreon, being a member, or actually showing up to help do something, or for example, Gary, who always showed up with a camera and helped me film stuff. So, guys like that. Okay, using acetone just like the other part of this car. It's coming right off. Nice. Go. That's pretty clean. The original pieces in the car I just took out were two sections. I'm probably just going to do one long strip. So 37.5 inches is what I need, or 95.25 centimeters. It'll be there. Then 37.5 inches. 2 7/8 inch wide. 2 7/8. Let's do this. Sharp pair of shears would be good. These aren't. These suck. Not sharp. The backing on this has kind of like a fabric-y type thing compared to the front, which is foam. I mean, the back's foam too, but it's got a backing, so it's clear which side I want to put the adhesive on. And let's go do that. Are we clear? I want a test fit so I know exactly where the edges go. Test fit. There we go. Okay, so right above this little spot weld. Right there. And then the same spot weld on the other side. Okay, you know right where it goes. Let's get this bad boy in place. Now that the underlay is set in place, it's ready for the headliner to be installed. So coming up next, we restore the original headliner.
Steve asked my opinion on how to reinforce the headliner.
Click our icon to subscribe and don't miss out on our upcoming episodes. Peace out, brother.